Hi blog followers! I'm about to leave for the United States and I'm very excited to start travel blogging again, even though I've completely neglected my blog while I've been back home. Sorry about that, but I didn't really have much to say. I haven't been doing much, just been shopping with my complete lack of money and going out for coffee, going out for tea, going out for Diet Coke. Yeah. So unfortunately I've come down with this massive cold right before I have to get my flight, but I'm all dosed up on medicine. I just called the pharmacy. They say I can take Claritine and Demazine cold and flu at the same time, which is very happy. I wanted to post an update on Twitter along the lines of, I'm a festering incubus of disease, prepare to be infected, Boeing 747. And I was just about to click enter and then I was like, wait a second, because I'm always paranoid the government's following me and I can just imagine them pulling me aside at the airport and being like, so, what did you mean by this? Where's the anthrax? Yeah, that was a bad joke. But I am excited despite being very allergic at the moment. I feel like there's so much dust everywhere and I'm just breathing it in left, right and centre and up and down and around. And I get weird with planes too. I'm really not a good flyer. I have like these things, you know, when the plane is taking off and you kind of say a little prayer or something in your head. I tend to be like, please let the flight go quickly. But then I'm like, oh wait, no, not too quickly. I want it to go for the intended amount of time. You know, I don't want my 13-hour flight to become a 5-hour flight. No. And then I'm like, please let the flight be easy. And I'm like, no, not too easy either, because easy could go like quickly. You know, a 5-minute flight's a pretty easy flight. We don't want that. So then I have like this really methodical chain of adjectives that I use to like pray for the flight. I'm like, please let this flight be smooth, as expected, and go in an organised, planned fashion. Amen. Yeah, that's me on a plane. Fun aeroplane stories. Once I was on a Garuda Indonesia flight. Don't ever fly with Garuda Indonesia. It wasn't fun. We were coming in to land in Denpasar, and just as we were coming in, I think there was a storm or something, the plane just dropped like massively, and we were all like, we ended up landing right on the edge of the runway. Like if we'd been any lower, we would have, come in too early for the runway, which is not preferable. And as soon as we've landed and we're all safe and we're all like, oh, thank God, this guy sitting next to me, this thoroughly weird guy, starts just talking and not stopping. And he's going, you know what? When a plane crashes, it doesn't matter if you're in first class, business class, economy. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. It doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, what you do, your profession. Everybody dies. And meanwhile, I'm still recovering and I'm there going, and my dad's just like smiling and nodding to this guy like, yep, wrap it up, wrap it up. And he's still like, everybody dies. Fun aeroplane story number 2. On one of my recent flights, on my way back from Europe about 7 weeks ago, I had just gotten on this Emirates flight from London, and you know, we've just taken off, everything's all smooth sailing, we've been in the air about 10 minutes, and then this message comes over the PA and it goes exactly like this. Ladies and gentlemen, we just need to inform you that we're having some technical difficulties. Insert light years long pause here as the entire plane goes deathly silent. Technical difficulties with our in-flight entertainment system. So the pilot's going to have to, reset the entertainment system, but we'll have it back up for you soon so you can watch movies then. I could have killed that flight attendant. And you know those people who are on planes and they joke about crashes? That's not cool. I glare at them and then I shake in my seat for a long time. And I'm hoping I'll get alcohol on the plane because it makes me less nervous, except I don't know if it's a good idea now that I'm dosed up on 2 different kinds of medicine. But we'll see. So I will update you guys once I get to San Francisco and I'll start blogging again. Hopefully the crazy Americans will give me lots of things to tell you about. Let's hope. Yeah. Let's hope my head is clear enough by then to make sense.